Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's MZ. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my June tarot practice. I'll be talking about what decks I used and what goals I achieved, and just reflecting upon the month, on how I felt my readings went and how my spiritual practice is going, that sort of thing. I'm also going to talk about my goals for July. I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone that's subscribed to me so far. I'm over 100 subscribers, and that's really exciting. I'm in the triple digits. So thank you everyone that subscribed to my channel and commented, and I just love the community and talking to people, and I'm just happy I'm in the hundreds now. So let's get back to the video. So throughout June I did journal every day. So I've got a entry for each day, and I did a monthly reading about the overall month as well. And my goal was to journal daily with daily tarot draw. So I did that. And another goal I had was to read one non-fiction book, and I did a review on my channel of a book I just read, and it was The Tales Behind Tarot. It was like talking about the meanings of the cards in the story forms. If you want to check that out, it's on my channel. And I did create an art piece as well, but it's not finished, so I won't show you just yet. So I was quite happy that I've got that. And I didn't quite do 2 videos a week, but I did at least 1 video a week, so I'm happy with that. So goals wise, I did pretty well. Yeah, halfway through June, I felt like my tarot journey wasn't serving me anymore. So I thought I'd change up my tarot practice, because the old way just wasn't doing it for me. Like, I thought I was just doing a daily reading just for the sake of it. And felt like it wasn't on a spiritual level. It just felt like a habit. And at the beginning of the month, I was excited. I was getting good readings, and I was pulling out jumper cards with no particular question or spread, and I was just getting really good readings. But I don't know, as I got halfway through June, I just wasn't doing it for me. So I thought I'd be more specific in the structure. I think that I was lacking structure. I wasn't asking particular tarot questions and stuff like that. So that's what I did after that. I started making specific questions and relating it more to my life, about my moods and why I'm feeling the way I do, and thought I'd just do some oracle cards on their own rather than just tarot, and combining different cards that I've got, and also brought in new decks as well that I wasn't intended on using, because I'm so used to having a plan and sticking to what decks I said I was going to use. I thought, no, I'll just be intuitive and just go for a deck that I feel like picking that day, and just gave myself more creativity with it, and I found it more fun. And I also found this book, Journaling the Tarot, a little book of big questions by Andy Masner, was helpful. Like, if I picked a single card, say, I don't know, like the Four of Cups, and I didn't ask a question, I could look them up and then pick a question I can journal about. And I just found that so much more fun to do, rather than being stumped on what to write about if I couldn't relate it to my day or that sort of thing. So the turning point for me of the month was the 18th of June. That's when I was getting fed up, and I pulled the World card, and I was like, how can I relate this to my day? And I didn't, and this all came out, I just felt like frustrated and things, and I can't relate this card to my question. Then it just dawned on me, like, the World card is endings, and that's me ending a particular practice that wasn't working for me anymore. It's like a new cycle ending, a new one started. So basically what I'm planning to do with my tarot practice. So I guess the old way was still kind of working, but I feel like I needed to switch it up and go deeper with it. So that's what I did. So started asking more questions, and yeah, I just found it more exciting. The recurring cards I keep getting was the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, and just Pentacles in general were coming up a lot in June. And I thought that was quite interesting, and I felt like it was telling me that I was focusing too much on material success, and I've been disconnected with my spirituality, and like I needed to find the balance between like my emotion and creative needs, and not be so focused on like possessions and stuff like that. And like I spent a lot of money on spiritual tools in June, but I haven't used them. So like reflecting on June, I've learnt that it's okay to deviate from plans I've set myself. Like I always try and stick to a plan. Like, I'm terrible at just being spontaneous. It's just not in my nature. And I thought, no, just go for it. Just do how you feel it. Just don't stay in your comfort zone. Just go for it. And that's what I did. I just did what I felt intuitively was the right thing to do at the time. And yeah, it was just more fun, like picking a random spread or just a question, or using this book for a question, or picking a random deck, not like one I'm using specifically for that week. Just switched it up a little bit, and it just made things more interesting. And I was engaged again. I was happy to do more readings, and yeah, I just enjoyed journeying way more than I did before at the beginning of the month. And yeah, also I found a theme within my readings that I have got to be patient with myself. Like my goals are gonna take a while to see the results that I want, and not get frustrated when I feel like I'm not progressing and things like that. That was always a theme that was coming up during June. And a lot of it, negative self-talk, I noticed a lot was coming up. I was being quite negative about things, and that's why for my goals in July I'm focusing on self-care. And I found this tarot challenge by Earth Codes Oracle. She's doing the summer self-care tarot challenge, where you ask a question every other day during the month of July, all related to self-care. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be less negative towards myself and be more positive. So that's my focus for July. I'm going to keep on doing daily tarot journaling and complete this challenge, and maybe every other day I might do another card pull. I don't know, just see how I feel in the month. Or I might focus on that question for 2 days, I don't know yet. And then I'm going to try and do some self-care to make myself feel better about myself, like things that make me happy, like art and stuff like that. I want to finish an art piece this month in July, because I didn't last month. I started them but didn't complete one, so that's what I'm going to plan to do. I'm going to read a book this month as well, because it just makes me feel better once I've read a book and got more knowledge and things. So that's kind of like a self-care thing I can do. I'm going to try and post 2 videos a week. I've been struggling to be consistent. I might try and post at least 2, because I've been neglecting it a little bit. So I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to show you what cards I used throughout the month of June. Started off with the Tarot Cats. I use this one quite a lot actually. Been really drawn to this one. It's been really speaking to me. Been getting a lot of good readings, and just find it quite easy read, like the imagery and that. And yeah, I've been really enjoying this one. So I was using Tarot Cats. Another planned deck I was going to use was the Rainbow Tarot, paired with the Iris Oracle. which I did use within like the first week of June, but then I switched it up a little bit after that. Yeah, I used these together and they worked quite well. They look really good together. So yeah, I used Iris Oracle and the Rainbow Tarot together. And they were really, really good. Enjoyed working with these. The other two decks I was planning on using in June was these two. These worked great together because they're by the same artist. And it's just, I used this for shadow work and it was quite effective. Found it quite interesting what came up, especially with the Oracle as well. Yeah, these were great together, great pairing. I enjoyed doing shadow type deep personal questions with these. These were what I used in June. A deck that wasn't planned was the Healing Spirits Oracle. I bought that deck earlier on in the month and I just fell in love with it. And when I looked at the Shimmering Veil Tarot to pair it with together, and I was like, oh my god, I need to use this in the month of June. So I did, because I just loved it and I like abstract artwork, and that's the artwork I was sort of doing myself, so it inspired me with the colour palettes and they just worked so good together. Really like the messages I got. With this deck, it really feels like you're tapping into spirit and your guides, and I just really like that. It's really comforting, especially when I'm having a not great day or something, and it gave me reassurance there was someone out there looking out for me. So yeah, I really enjoyed this pairing. And just love Cilla Conway's artwork. Amazing. Love the use of colour, and these just felt like they was perfectly made for each other. So really happy how these were together. Definitely would work with these two again. Just stunning. So yeah, I used Healing Spirits Oracle and the Shimmering Veil Tarot together. Another deck I bought in June was this one, the Real Talk Tarot, and I really liked it and I thought I'd use it in my journaling. Such a modern deck. Didn't pair it with anything, I just used it on its own. It's just the imagery just spoke out to me quite well, like you can just relate it to modern everyday life, and I really enjoyed working with it. I really enjoyed the artwork and the colours, and just look, it's so relatable, like people on a bus, you know. Just quite modern. So I had fun playing around with this new deck in my journal entries. There's a lot of technology in these decks, like there's a social media page there, so it's like very technical minded, like judgment, it's like speech bubbles, and messages in the page ones, and yeah, I just really enjoyed this one. I thought it was different to what I was using, and I haven't really used a modern deck, so I thought might as well have a play where I've just bought in, Another deck I bought in June was the Self Mastery cards, and I thought I'd use them in my journaling, and they're just little cards, the same backs on them, but they've got keywords, and I just thought it was good for like a journal prompt. So I just found these quite useful to pair my decks, and I was mainly pairing it with the tarot cat, so I was just being like talking about openness and things like that, and that's how I was pairing it. It's got like a little message on there. So yeah, I was using these as little journal prompts. That was quite fun to play around with, something different. And then the other deck I used was this Oracle deck. On days when I just wasn't feeling it, didn't want to journal, or struggling to think of what to write about, I use these because it tells you things to do. Like this one says, like, get out of your head and get a piece of paper and write down every thought in your head. Don't analyse what you're writing, just write it all down. Things like that. Gives you things like prompts on what to do. So when I think I used these like a couple of days. And it's just helped me when I just wasn't feeling about writing a lot or thinking too hard. You have them odd days, don't you? So yeah, I was just using these. I really enjoy quite using these. I might use these again. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, there's a lot of called the Transformation Cards by Nikki Jordan. And it's just a bit of self-care kind of deck. Yeah, I just really like these. So that's all the decks I used in June. So yeah, that's like my overview of my practice in June, my tarot draws and that. And I suppose it's just a reminder to you guys, don't be afraid to switch things up when things aren't working out. Just try something different. Keep it like more creative and fresh, and sometimes if you do the same thing over and over again, you just get disheartened, or it's just not fun and seems more like a chore. So yeah, my advice is to switch it up and have fun with it, because that's the whole point of it as well. As well as deep diving into your inner self, it's got to enjoy the process too. Otherwise, what's the point? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.